what is SEO is very common these days, and a lot of people seem to define it differently. But in fact, it's quite simple. SEO is the set of practices to boost a website's presence on the search engine's results page. So when you search for something on the internet, the results that show up at the very top get the most clicks, and SEO helps you get there, allowing you to get more traffic and therefore more revenue. Quite simple, right? Although SEO is not as hard as rocket science, it's powerful enough to get you to the top. So here's our introduction to SEO. Let's divide SEO into two divisions: On-Page SEO and Off-Page SEO. Let's start with On-Page SEO. First, you need to use the right keywords. But what exactly do we mean by keywords? For example, guitars is a short-tail keyword, whereas 12-string electric guitars is a long-tail keyword, and they respectively have high to low search volumes. So, shorter the keyword, higher the search volume; longer the keyword, lower the search volume.
Got that?
And make sure to include these keywords in your alt tags, header tags, meta tags, and title tags. Next up, we have site speed. Having a high site speed is perhaps one of the best things that you can do to your website. And to be able to achieve that, you need to remove all the redundant code that you have written in the past. Once you do that, your site will thank you for it. Moreover, you need to pay attention to inbound links, links that redirects visitors from one page to another. But most importantly, you have to have quality content. Now let's move on to off-page SEO. If you want to be heard, you have to be present on social media. Apart from that, you need to carry out a good link building strategy. A backlink is an outbound link that points to your website. Therefore, it is pretty much like a reference that validates the credibility of your site. So make sure to get these backlinks from good sites. They will increase your score. Remember, this was only meant to be a crash course. For detailed info, check out our website.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Pinger.com YouTube channel. I'm Hande. If you're looking for a complete checklist about on-page SEO, you're in the right place, because in this video, I'm gonna talk about what to ask yourself when optimizing your web pages. So let's dive into it. Here we go. First, work on improving your site's performance. Do you follow your pages with Google Analytics? You can use Google Analytics to measure the performance of your pages. Besides, there are many tools that you can use for free and paid. Are you following your primary keywords? You can use Ahrefs to determine your current status and performance. Or you can search for free tools on the internet. Thanks to these tools, you will be able to follow your keywords step by step. Scanning and indexing are two critical factors that you shouldn't ignore. Can your pages be crawled? Are you sure that your page is indexable? The first step to rank higher on Google is to have a crawlable page. The next step is to be sure that Google is indexing your page indeed. If Google spiders cannot access to your page, they cannot crawl your pages. Also, Google will not index you. If you have noticed that a page is not indexed, you should first check your robots.txt file. For page accessibility, you may use the Screaming Frog SEO Spider tool. Check if you're using the non-index tag. You should also make sure that there are no errors due to the site structure. If there are no errors or you have fixed the errors, you may index your page. You can use Google Search Console to do this. Without keywords, you won't be receiving much traffic. So don't forget to work on your keywords. Are you sure that you have the correct keyword targeting? You can take advantage of keyword research tools such as Google Keyword Planner and Google Trends. You can make more accurate and realistic targeting using these tools. Are you targeting the same keyword on multiple pages? You shouldn't target the same primary keyword across multiple pages. Are your pages designed for search purposes? Search intent shaped around four fundamentals: getting information, comparison, transactional like gaining backlink, and surfing. Understanding the purpose behind your target keyword will determine how you will structure your page. Have you used the keyword in the title? In fact, there are different opinions on this subject. However, most SEO experts agree that you must use keywords in the title. Are your titles clickable and interesting? Making your headlines attractive will increase your title's click-through rate. It is one of the easiest ways to get more organic search traffic without creating new content. You can access the performance of your site regarding the click-through rate via Google Search Console. Did you use H1 tag on your page? Every page on your site must have an H1 tag. You can detect the pages that don't have an H1 tag by checking them on Screaming Frog SEO Spider. You should also remember that you only have to use H1 tags once per page. Is there a keyword in the meta description? Is your meta description interesting? Google may display meta descriptions by determining the content itself. When creating your meta descriptions, you must include your primary keyword in the description, and your meta description should set the user in action, just as your title tags. Is the keyword included in the URL? Is the URL structure poor? According to analysis, pages with the primary keyword in the URL tend to perform better. Google also states that having your keyword in the URL is a ranking factor. However, this is a minor effect, but URL structure is essential for user experience. Short URLs are a minor ranking signal. Still, they perform better in the rankings. Long URLs are difficult to remember. It is also difficult to share them. Besides, there is no benefit in having long URLs, so cut off all the redundancy in your URLs. Only include your target keyword phrases. Have you included the primary keyword in the first paragraph? You should use your target keyword phrase in the first paragraph or even in the first sentence. Is keyword density more than it should be? You shouldn't be aggressive in keyword density. You must write content in the most natural way possible. Thus, the keyword density will make its own way. If the keyword density is higher than normal, search engines may perceive your content as spam. Do you include latent semantic indexing keywords on the page or content? There are many tools you can use to find LSI words and other variations of primary keywords. The best tool for this is Google Trends. You can make a comprehensive analysis thanks to Google Trends. Work on your content. Quality content is a must to rank higher. Is your content original? Mind these two important elements: user experience and visual elements. Websites owners are reluctant to invest in page and site design. Likewise, they ignore supporting the contents with pictures, videos, or graphics. At this point, pay attention to these 2 points to stand out from your competitors. Are there spelling and grammar errors in your content? Use grammar checker tools to find spelling and grammar mistakes. Google states in its Search Quality Evaluator guidelines that it doesn't like spelling and grammar mistakes. Is the length of your content sufficient for search engine optimization? Long contents perform better in search engines. However, extending the content unnecessarily to create long content is not the right move. The content must have topic integrity from the beginning to end. Also, your content should be in a natural flow. Do you include subtitles in your content? You must use subtitles. Also, be sure to use H2 tags, H3 tags, and H4 tags, in addition to H1. Also, take care to create subtitles in a logical framework. Use H tags in hierarchical order in subheadings you create. Do you use LSI keywords in subheadings? You should include variations of your primary keyword in your subheadings. Does your content contain lists or rankings? Certain parts of your content should include rankings or lists. It makes users read easier. Is your content up to date? Being up to date ensures that your page gets more traffic and a better ranking. In addition to those points, visual content elements is also important for on-page optimization. A site with a lack of visuals is dull. Therefore, you should use images more often. Also, giving good links will increase your credibility. Another critical point is user experience. Put yourself in the shoes of the users. Optimize your pages accordingly. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. If you like this video, please leave a comment and hit the subscribe button. If you need more information about SEO, you can watch our SEO tutorial playlist. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Today, we cannot think of creating content on the internet without SEO. It helps us to create the best content if we use the right keywords. The best content attracts organic traffic made by organic search. That's why it has great significance when creating content for your website. The same goes for titles and heading tags in your content as well. In fact, they are the most important because people will begin to read your content starting from them. If the text also includes subheadings, many readers simply browse the content and decide to read the article if the titles are interesting. But readers don't just do this behavior. Search engines are of the same trend. That's why we have to know what title tags and heading tags are. Let's learn together. Here we go! Hello everyone, I'm Shara from Doppinger. In this video, I'm gonna explain what title tags and heading tags are and how to write them SEO friendly. Let's start with the title tag. A title tag is an HTML element that informs the search engines what your web page is about. You actually see an HTML code written on those web pages and it is clickable. It looks like this on the search engine results page. You can use these title tags for SERPs, social media posts, chat messages, and browser tabs. Well, how can you write a good title? That's the question. You can use SEO tools or plugins to write the best title for your content. One of the best plugins for creating titles and great content is Yoast SEO. If your website uses WordPress, you can easily plug Yoast SEO into your WordPress account and start improving your website. If you want to learn how you can do this, you can watch our related video by clicking here. Tools like these inform you whether you are using your keyword in your title or how long it should be, etc. Yes, you can use various tools, but also there are 4 factors we need to pay attention to. The first factor is length. Your title's length is significant because Google cannot display text that have more than 60 characters. The length usually recommended for the optimal title is between 50 to 60 characters. If your title gets longer, it will be cut off with 3 dots on the SERP. There is no reason for writing such long titles because people can't see after 60 characters. It is possible to avoid being cut off with 3 dots by using fewer characters. Still, you should avoid using too many capital letters as well. Only write the necessary letters with capital. This way, you can have more space for your title. The second factor is using keywords. A good title requires the proper usage of the keywords. It is important to use your keywords at the beginning of the title. It helps visitors to see what your page is about quickly. Again, Yoast SEO is a good tool to optimize your title tag because it warns you when you don't put your keyword at the beginning or use too many keywords. The third factor is the use of words in your title. Because you don't have much space for your title, you should choose your words wisely. When writing your title, it is better to avoid using stop words such as and, but, so, on, the, and so on. If it is possible, try to write the title another way around without using these keywords. Instead of using stop words, try to use action words in your title. Get, take, learn, boost, and so on. Action words are an excellent way to inform your potential visitors what they can do on your web page. The final factor of writing an SEO-friendly title is creating unique titles. If you want your web page to stand out among others, try to write unique titles as much as possible. Avoid using general words that every other website uses to introduce their content. Be sure to write unique titles for all your web pages. This way, people can understand that you actually have organic content on your web pages. It increases the click-through rate, which is a ranking factor for Google. If you have a brand and it's a known one, be sure to include it in your title. Brand names are more trustworthy in marketing, and don't hesitate to use the power of your brand's name. Alright, you know how you should write your title tag anymore. Now time to learn how you can use heading tags in the best way. Before talking about this, I want to define what heading tags are. On pages encoded with HTML, titles have different tasks. Heading tags are HTML format formatting that we use to separate titles and subheadings from the rest of the text. We use heading text to provide regular build to users on the page. We can divide heading text into 6 different layers. The most important tag is H1 and the least important tag is H6. H1 has the largest oversized title and the first layer of important content on a post, page, or homepage consists of this large hood. We use H2 to divide the user's H1 content into sections where they can easily understand it. To split each H2 content, you must use the H3 heading tag. It is extremely rare for content to reach the H4 level or beyond. Okay, now let's talk about how you can use heading tags in the best way. Using only one H1 tag on a page is usually the most convenient and probably the best to use in the title. Tags from H1 to H3 are sufficient for most pages. Tags H4 to H6 can show titles excessively. If the content on the page is really heavy, it may also be necessary to switch to H4 and continue. When using heading tags, you must follow the hierarchy. H2 should follow H3 and H3 should follow H4. It is necessary to make sure that you also use the keyword in H2. This is because Google looks at both keyword presence and keyword density in the title when scanning and sorting content. It is not something we would recommend using the same heading text on different pages on your website. Alright, that's it for the title text and heading text today. If you like this video, please leave a comment and hit the subscribe button. If you need more information about SEO, you can watch our SEO tutorials for beginners playlist and learn everything you need to know about SEO. To get more details on this content, also you can check out the description box and go to dopinger.com. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.
Hi Batuhan.
Hi Shara.
Batuhan is here for answering your questions about SEO. Before starting, would you like to tell us about yourself?
Hi, I am Batuhan. I've been working over 2 years at Dopinger as an SEO analyst. I am here for answer your questions all about SEO and digital marketing. So here we go. Yes, it is true. For a few months, it was a pretty obvious instead of showing the titles, which the website put forward with the title tag. Directly on SERP, Google making a change has been showing the different titles to users. In fact, we rarely came across the situation 2 months earlier. But for about a month, we can see the title presented by Google in the SERP are being modified more and more. Confirmed by Google, this situation can be considered as a new update. Actually, title appearing differently in SERP than what the website owner intended can be viewed as a fruit of Google user-oriented approach. Aiming to show most relevant result to searching users, Google taking strength from its artificial intelligence can use other content in the page as a title if it does not find the web page title relevant enough. In some cases, it can pick words from the title and show the some parts to the users. In addition to that, we often see alt titles with the heading tag in SERP result as modified titles. Moreover, it is possible to see image alt tags are used as title in some cases. Of course, this is a quite rare situation. As with every innovation related by Google, this situation is designed to give best result directly to the users. For this reason, in order to take the best advantage of such updates, presenting the most relevant and clear content to the user will be necessary. We already mentioned that when changing the page titles, Google rewrite a new title from the content. In this case, it can be beneficial for us to create strong subheading and divide text into clear and concise paragraphs. Following our target keywords regularly, catching the change titles in the SERP will be great advantage for us. Therefore, we may need to use SEO tools more. When it comes to title writing, the issue we need to pay attention to is not to target more than one keyword from the same page with the same title. It will be necessary to make sure that our titles are of a cohesive structure and well optimized in line with the user intent. No, it will be a big mistake. We must continue to write strong and relevant titles for our page because John Mueller from Google says Google still use 80% of page titles without changing. And he specifically says page title can continue to affect our rankings. In other words, we strongly recommend you do not give up on title writing and continue to create strong, meaningful, and clear titles for your page.
Thank you for joining us, Batuhan.
Thanks, Shara. It's a big honor for me and for everyone. I'm waiting for your questions about SEO and digital marketing. Thank you.
The title and meta description of your site is very important. If people don't understand what your site serves, they won't click, and naturally, you won't have any traffic on your website. Today, we're gonna learn how to optimize title, meta description, and URL for SEO. You are excited, aren't you? Me too. So, here we go! Hello everyone! Welcome to Doppler.com YouTube channel. I'm Shara. In this video, I will examine 3 of the most important factors that affect SEO: title, description, and URL. You can learn how to optimize title tags, meta descriptions, and URLs to rank higher and get more organic traffic from users. What is a title tag? A title tag is an HTML element that specifies the title of a web page. The title is the central part of a website's ranking of search results page. It appears in blue, and its font is more apparent than everything else. Also, it's hyperlinked to back your website. Title tag's fundamental function is to inform visitors and search engines about what they can expect from the web page most shortly and concisely possible. After the website's content, title tags are the second most important on-page factor for SEO. There's a point you shouldn't forget that the most popular and used search engine Google shows the first 50 to 60 characters of a title tag, so it would be wise to optimize titles without exceeding the character limit. This way, your titles can be shown correctly. I can almost hear you ask, why the title is so important? A search engine aims to show results related to search curious people type. It has to recognize what different web pages are about while indexing. The search engine finds this by looking at the words used on the page, but some specific parts of the page are more significant than others. Besides the crucial role they play in search engine results page ranking, they are also significant as they are the first thing a user sees on the results page. If optimized correctly, title tags makes people click on the link and organically increases the traffic of the website. Now that we have explained why title tags are important for your local SEO and your website's traffic, it's now time to see how to optimize and improve them. I have 6 tips for you about optimizing your title tags. The first tip is care for your title length. If the title exceeds the 60 character limit, the search engine may cut off the title. This way, your title may miss out on important words that could make the title more appealing for users. You can try avoiding titles written in caps. This makes it easier for the user to read title. The second tip is do not pile up keywords. Although there is no known penalty for overusing keywords in a title, it still creates a bad user experience. You can try avoiding using the keywords or their synonyms over and over. And the third tip is include your brand name. Using the title tags to include your brand's or business name will naturally raise brand awareness. The fourth tip is give unique titles for every web page. Individual titles will assist search engines in understanding that your content is unique and relevant to certain search queries. So this will eventually drive higher click-through rates. The fifth tip is relevant keywords must come first. Keywords which closer to the beginning of your title tag may have more influence on search rankings. Besides, user experience research shows that people can only look at the first few words of a title to see if it provides what they are looking for. And the final tip is optimize your titles for your customers, not for the search engines. Although title tags are critically important for SEO, your title tags need to attract visitors who might be your future customers. Thinking about user experience first is vital to optimizing your title tags. Remember, the title tag is the first interaction between your brand and your future customers. If you think we are going so fast, don't worry, we will recap on them together. Okay, let's talk about meta description. What is meta description? A meta description is a snippet that provides a concise description of a web page. This description text appears as a meta tag in a web page's HTML code. Limited to the use of 160 characters, meta descriptions appear under the title and URL on search engine results page. It is one of the crucial factors of on-page SEO, and it is significant to understand its optimization best practices. As a result, meta descriptions become one of the determining factors of receiving organic website traffic, because a well-optimized meta description will get people to visit your website. Well, so we can talk about why is a meta description important? Why? A well-written meta description will increase the click-through rate because it will provide a brief summary of the content and attract users to learn more. As a result, higher click-through rate will get your web page ranked faster and higher. Also, you can create brand awareness by giving a short description of the page content for an improved SEO. That's why optimizing your meta description allows you to promote your website in search engine results page. For these reasons, you should learn how to optimize them for an advanced SEO. And I have 4 clues for you on optimizing meta descriptions. The first clue is make sure including researched and targeted keywords in the meta descriptions. Even if it does not affect search engine results page ranking, the most important ones should be included. Related keywords will appear in bold and be visible and will attract people. The second clue is in your meta description, use call to action words such as get, buy, download, see, read, and so on. Urge users to visit your website. The third clue is writing unique meta descriptions for each page of your website is significant. And the final clue is your meta description should not exceed the 160 characters limit. If you exceed this limit, Google will cut the text and you may lose some of the essential keywords. We will repeat all of these at the end of the video, so don't be afraid. Okay, now we will talk about what is URL. URL of a web page may seem like a unique mark which hosts a unique location on the internet. In reality, it provides informational signs that help search engines understand the content of a page, its goal, and its targeted audience. As a URL affects your SEO and ranking, you should know how to optimize them to improve your website's visibility. I will give a lot of tips about it. That's why I want that you keep your eyes and ears focused on me. Well, first tip is URLs must be readable. Search engines cannot read the words that you cannot read too. They will index the page to reach the targeted market if they can easily understand what is on your page. For example, this is a correct URL. And this is what you shouldn't write. The second tip is choose hyphens instead of underscores. Google has clearly indicated that the algorithm was developed to read hyphens and not underscores in URLs. This is a correct example. And this is the wrong one. The third tip is put your top content in the top folders. Search engines think that the content in your root folder is the top and better content. Optimize the URL structure carefully to signal the importance of a certain web page. I'll give an example more and less efficient. Watch it. This URL is more efficient. And this is less efficient. The fourth tip is do not use capitalized letters in your URLs. They confuse both users and search engines. The next tip is use robust.txt to block bad URLs and avoid duplicate content. And the next is add mobile URLs. Being mobile friendly is significant for your website as it will help getting ranked higher by the search engines. A website will also appear on the higher places on mobile search. And again, the next is use canonical URLs to avoid creating duplicate content. And the final tip is include the exact target keyword in your URL whenever possible. Here is an example of targeting black leather sofa as a keyword in a URL. This is the best URL. This is a good URL. And this is a bad URL. Well, so that's it for the tactics. Now, let's recap on them. How we were optimizing our title tag for SEO, care for your title length, do not pile up keywords, include your brand name, give unique titles for every web page, relevant keywords must come first, and optimize your titles for your customers, not for the search engines. Yes, good for you. You should clap yourself. Okay, how we were optimizing our meta description for SEO? Make sure including research and targeted keywords in the meta descriptions. Use call to action words, writing unique meta descriptions for each page of your website. Your meta description should not exceed the 160 characters limit. Yes! And finally, how we were optimizing URL for SEO. URLs must be readable. Choose hyphens instead of underscores. Put top content in the top folders. Do not use capitalized letters in your URLs. Use robust.txt to block bad URLs. Add mobile URLs. Use canonical URLs. Include the exact target keyword in your URL. Yes! We got this job. Optimizing title tags, meta descriptions, and URLs to improve your SEO will naturally lead to an increase in organic web traffic and brand awareness. With improving your appearance on the search engine results page, you will enhance the impression and attract users to visit your website. So, you will get increased click-through rate. I hope this video helps show you how to optimize your title tags, meta descriptions, and URLs. Apply the tactics and see the results. If you like this video about SEO, please check out our other videos about it. Also, you can visit our blog by clicking on the link in the description and get more information about this content. Take care of yourselves. Bye!
Hello everyone, welcome to the Dopinger.com YouTube channel. Today's topic is evergreen content. In this video, I'm gonna talk about what it is and how to find and create evergreen content. So, here we go. What is evergreen content? Well, the answer is so simple. It's a content that you get to use over and over again because the information in this video content won't go out of date very fast. Content marketing is one of the most effective and efficient strategies whenever you want to market your brand, business, or your website. However, after a certain point, your content's value will become irrelevant or even die because of your unstable, changeable, and unpredictable industry in which you operate. Because of this, you need to catch something that helps you capture readers' attention always. So, here's an idea for you. Start creating evergreen content. As you know, we all live in this technology world, and everything changes too fast. Each video, photo, article, or podcast on the internet has a limited lifespan. At this point, evergreen content has many advantages because it is timeless. Thus, you can attract new users' attention and drive more traffic to your website. It can help you to improve your SEO strategy and increase your website's quality. It costs less money and less time. If you have well-written evergreen content, you always get attention. Evergreen content helps you to improve your website's reputation because it is usually high-quality content. If you create a lot of this content, you're gonna get a lot of return on the investment on that video because you worked once and that video will give you over and over again. Also, you can post evergreen content everywhere. You can put it in every platform you can imagine. You can put it on your website or your social media accounts like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. Or you can put it in your blog. It will always be loyal to you and your business. So, how to create evergreen content? First, decide on your topic. You can create evergreen content with how-to guides, medicine articles, definitions, social media guides, top lists, case studies, brand books, products or service reviews, and comparisons, and success stories, and frequently asked questions and their solutions. Besides, you can create videos about history of something, or common mistakes in something, or advantages or disadvantages of something. Also, mind the target readers for your topic, and then find the keywords you will use in the content. Don't use too many technical terms. Keep it as simple as you can and create unique and informative content. Always make sure that the content is comprehensive. You can use SEO tools to optimize your content for search engines, and you can make your green content mobile friendly. And also, it is essential to update your evergreen content regularly. Okay, once you create your content, you haven't finished your work yet. Promote the content on your social media. These platforms are excellent channels that you can use to promote your content. Choose the right social media platforms and start to promote your content at the right time. Alright, that's gonna do it for evergreen content. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything, please leave a comment and hit the subscribe button. If you need more information about evergreen content, you can check out the description box and go to dopinger.com. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.
There was a time when paid advertising was the norm for almost anyone blogging for a living. Even today, we can't deny that it's still a practical monetization method. Furthermore, it can turn into an opportunity for building partnerships with other brands while tracking the preferences of a given audience. As there are other ways to increase blog traffic, one critical question arises though. Is it really worth the effort? Hey everyone, I'm Margaret from Dopinger. If you're on a budget and want to learn alternative ways to increase your blog traffic without paid ads, let's begin quickly. Let's be honest, people are fed up with ads. They don't want to see intruders constantly interrupt their reading experience on blogs and websites. Because let's face it, that's what banner ads and other pop-ups keep doing. Blog visitors get rid of such annoyances simply by exiting the page and never coming back. Some others take additional drastic measures by using ad blockers. The statistics speak for themselves. In 2021, approximately 43% of internet users worldwide admitted they were using one. And this has been a noticeably growing tendency over the past few years. So, what's the solution? There must certainly be other ways to increase blog traffic, wouldn't you agree? This video will focus on showing the main alternatives to ads for your blogging activities. Let's unfold them together. Email marketing. You don't necessarily need to run an entire email marketing plan from A to Z. What we want is rather a gentle push for your blogging strategy and your income. In other words, your blog is the destination and email is the road leading to it. Creating a newsletter can fit this objective like a glove. If done properly, it would probably be enough to stay in touch with your contacts on a regular basis. Social media. That's right, social media can increase blog traffic. How? Generally speaking, social media channels and profiles are like the portfolio of their owners. They supply a favorable environment where you can talk about what you do in a dynamic and colorful manner. Especially for those of you who feel comfortable on those platforms, this can be a terrific traffic nurturer. Your followers may be eager to know more about you, thus willing to explore also your website and blog articles. Don't forget that all those networking services are mostly based on a grapevine principle. Your content has the opportunity of getting double promoted by other users through reposts, retweets, and other shoutouts. Collaboration with influential figures. Yes, we say influential instead of influencer. No misunderstanding here. It's totally fine if you choose to collaborate with social media influencers though. It's even one of the best moves to make for anyone wanting to increase blog traffic through social media platforms. There is one commonly encountered mistake though. Most people tend to believe that influencers only operate on social media. That's wrong. That's why we prefer broadening the term influencer to influential figure. There are indeed many powerful and popular individuals who are not necessarily socio-mediatic whatsoever. They may not have an account on Instagram or Twitter, but be nonetheless known by many. Like whom? Well, think for example of all those big-time entrepreneurs in some leading industries. In your blog's general topic is somewhat related to their fields, then why wouldn't you arrange an interview with one of them? You may publish a video or transcription of the interview on your blog and encourage people to view it. The more influential your interviewee is, the better will be your traffic potential. Search engine optimization, SEO. Using SEO to drive visitors to your blog could be another good substitute for ads. The practice in itself is a little more demanding, but with some careful planning and attention to a few details, it's totally doable. Actually, it may even yield more sustainable results. SEO-based data have indeed the merit to match the particular queries of a web users. This is mainly due to a calculated usage of keywords. So, once you have determined your target audience, you should conduct a sort of statistical research. The goal is to capture the topics, words, and expressions that might be of interest to your future followers. When you know exactly what they are looking for, you also automatically know what to include in your blog posts. WordPress plugins. Here is a point that some people wondering how to increase organic traffic tend to miss. Yet, it's a shame to deprive oneself of all conveniences that those plugins have to offer. Seriously, why not simplify the job with those almost all-in-one solutions? They can indeed enhance your blog with so many comprehensive functionalities. Presentation. Did you say can one's own skills boost blog traffic? Excellent question. Regardless of all the helping tools available out there, you, and only you, are the captain of the ship. The major part of the load is on your shoulders. Even though plugins and other gadgets can touch up your blog, you are responsible for its core essence. Without your personal ideas and style, all the rest becomes just pointless. Choosing the right strategies to increase blog traffic is just the first step. Then you have to follow them up, ensure tangible results regarding your goals, and be persistent. There's so much more we've included on our How to Increase Your Blog Traffic Without Paid Ads blog post on Dopinger.com. Visit our blog and boost your blog traffic instantly. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.